AI here, AI there. These days, everyone's talking about AI. Artificial intelligence has become probably one of the biggest trends there is in 2024. It's no wonder that it's taken over most industries. Marketing, sales, most businesses are trying to leverage AI to ease up their work. And project management softwares understood that. ClickUp's probably one of the most obvious examples. Now, if you don't know me already, my name is Ramzi and I help businesses, especially agencies, streamline their work in a project software called ClickUp. I help them optimize their processes, template everything, and automate as much as possible to save themselves time and double their delivery with the same workforce. If you're interested to know more about me, there's some more details in the description, and you can also access some free content like a free guide to ClickUp that I've designed in the description below. If we get back to our topic, today I'm obviously going to talk to you about AI in ClickUp. Now, ClickUp has released some AI features in around January 2024 and rebranded their AI very recently to what's called ClickUp Brain. Now, ClickUp Brain is basically the artificial intelligence of ClickUp. It leverages OpenAI's GPT APIs to use all of this into ClickUp features. In this video, I want to give you a clear view on everything you can do AI related in ClickUp. Now, if we start with the basics, you can access ClickUp AI through a shortcut or through the toolbar on top of your ClickUp workspace. If we get to ClickUp and if we do Option K, I can access ClickUp Brain right here, and I can just ask it anything right here, or just use one of these features that we'll talk about later. Anywhere I am in ClickUp, I can access ClickUp AI by just clicking this link right here. And that will just pop up the same window, and I can ask any question to the AI, and it's going to be related to the context where I am, and that's what's very powerful. If I'm in the sales list right here, in the deals list, it's going to be able to reply to me in this context. Now we'll get back to that later. But just to finish up before demoing everything in ClickUp, we'll talk about pricing. ClickUp AI is $7 per members per month, although I think this pricing is changing. On my workspace, it pops up as $10 per member per month. It used to be $5 per member per month. So this might change as we speak. This video is released in July, and as of now, this is the price. Most likely it will increase, sadly. This is an add-on that you have to add to your actual existing subscription to ClickUp for each of your member. But if we look at this table that ClickUp did, it's actually not that bad, because if everyone were to use ClickUp AI, it would be much cheaper than ChatGPT for your company, or than Asana or Monday. It's about the same price as Notion. This is fairly priced in my opinion, as long as everyone uses it in the company. Because obviously if you have 100 subscriptions and only 5 people are using it, it's not really worth it to spend $700 a month. You have to consider all the features of ClickUp AI and if you really need it for your business. Now let's focus on what matters the most. We'll move on to what you can do with ClickUp AI. Let's get started with writing. ClickUp AI lets you do two things. Either write things down, or you can ask ClickUp AI questions. We're going to start by writing and what ClickUp calls AI Writer for Work. That's all the writing related features in ClickUp. And then we'll move on to ask. So AI Project Manager, AI Knowledge Manager, and AI Connected Software. We'll talk about that right after. Let's start with AI Writer for Work. AI Writer for Work can be triggered anywhere in a task or a document with / commands. There are 3 of those: Tools, Write, and AI. And I'll show you how it looks. If we get to ClickUp, and if we were to open up any task right here, if we click Write with AI or go into the description and do /AI or /tools or /write, we're going to trigger the write feature in ClickUp. So if we start with /write, I'm going to ask to write a sales proposal on change management project for this client. And I'll click enter, and it just created this sales proposal that I can use, tweak if I want to, or edit the way I want. So I'll just insert it into my task as soon as it's generated. I'll click insert, and it goes in the task description. Now, obviously, you need to prompt it the right way, and this is key in understanding how artificial intelligence works. Because the more you give it context, the more you give it constraints, and the more you give it a role and instructions that are clear, the better the quality will be. If I wanted something more specific, I'd have to improve my prompt. but this is just to show you an example. Now let's get back into a plain document to show you some more AI writer features. I'll open this empty doc, and here I have an empty document for marketing. I'll just add a AI generated campaign example. And instead of clicking right into the AI or doing /write, this time I'll do /tools. And this pulls up the ClickUp AI tools. These are tools that are designed for each department of your companies. And there are some specific tools for IT, for HR, for product, for marketing. If I wanted to do a campaign for marketing, I can just click marketing right here, and I can just go into create campaign ideas. And then ClickUp is going to prompt me with a form that I just have to fill. I'll say it's a campaign for social media management for beauty e-commerce brand. And our target audience is founders and CMOs of beauty e-commerce brands. The more you specify things, the more you add details into your campaign goals, into your target audience, the better the output will be, as with everything when it comes to artificial intelligence. I click generate, and ClickUp will just create this campaign ideas, and I'll be able to use it for later. Now, obviously, this is a starter. ClickUp AI is an assistant, and that's why I believe, as of now at least, AI will not replace us. This is just a starting point. It's to help you ideate. You can use a before-after campaign, for example, and create a visual campaign showing before-after results of clients' social media pages. That's probably a great idea. You can launch an interactive social media audit challenge inviting beauty brand founders and CMOs to submit their social media profiles. These are great starting points for your next marketing campaign, and AI just helped you out on this one. Now let's try another example. I need to hire a social media manager for my clients. I'll create a job offer AI, and again, I'll use the AI tools. If I do /AI, the AI tools will pop up, and I can just use the HR tools this time and create a job listing. It's going to ask me for the job title. I need a social media manager for TikTok for beauty e-commerce clients of my agency. Responsibilities, I'll say manage TikTok and handle campaign performance. I'll keep it simple. Qualifications, I'll say like bachelor or above. Competitive advantage, I'll say like healthcare plan, 5 weeks holidays, remote friendly. I can refine on this. I can decide of the tone of voice that I want. Maybe I want like very high creativity and a friendly tone of voice. I'll click generate, and this will generate the job offer that I need. It generated the job offer. Are you a TikTok wizard with a passion, key qualifications, etc. I click insert. All I have to do is just edit this job offer, and I'm ready to go. So that brings me to the next writer features. If we get to my diagram again, you can actually use /commands. You can use pre-built business prompts, which I've shown you, but you can also edit the existing text. You could improve writing, simplify writing, fix grammar, translate languages. If we get back to ClickUp, say I actually need to hire the exact same person for my Spanish market. All I have to do is just duplicate this page, and I'll go into job offer and call this one Spain. Now I'll just select the whole content. I'll get to the bottom, and there's this little 2-star icon. This is the icon of ClickUp AI. So anywhere you're seeing this, on the top is the same. It means you can use AI. I'll click there, and I'll go into translate and translate to Spanish, and ClickUp AI will just generate the same job offer for my Spanish market. All I have to do is just copy paste it. I'll just click replace, and you have the job offer right here, and ClickUp AI has just generated a translation. But you can do some more stuff. If we get right here, I'll just copy and paste this, and we'll work on this campaign with the editing features of ClickUp AI. I copy paste this campaign and beautify your brand's buzz, and I'll select the text, go into AI again, and say generate action items. I want ClickUp to tell me everything I have to do to create this campaign. ClickUp will go through the text and generate the action items that are relevant to that text. Instead of clicking replace, this time I click insert, and I'll have the action items below. I can actually turn those into tasks if I wanted to, and I can just pick the list and add all those tasks, etc. This shows you the power of how you can actually create some new text, but also edit the existing one, translate it, improve it, make it more friendly, make it more formal. Let's get back right here, for example. Maybe this job offer is too friendly. Maybe I want it more formal. I'll just select my text and I'll say edit with AI. And this time I can prompt it to do whatever I want. I'll say make it more formal. And I'll click enter, and this will make the job offer a little bit more formal. So this is a more formal job offer, and all I have to do is just insert it or replace it. I'll click replace this time. And one last thing I could do, for example, is select that text, edit with AI, and say turn into a very short social media post to promote the offer. ClickUp will generate a social media post this time to then link to the offer. So I'll just click insert in the bottom, and we have our post right here. So again, pretty powerful. You have a mix of AI generation. So if you run out of ideas, you can use the prompts with the AI tools. You can create ideas for any type of business. And then you have the editing features, and you can translate, edit, fix grammar. So that's it for AI Writer for Work. Now we're going to move on to the more interesting part, the AI Knowledge Manager and the AI Project Manager. So let's get started with the AI Project Manager. ClickUp has embedded some of those AI features into tasks and into documents for you to leverage that and to be able to generate new tasks or subtasks or team updates straight from ClickUp. I'll show you how that looks. Let's just get back to ClickUp, and I'll get into the people space, and I'll get to my onboarding list. It's empty, and I want to create a template to onboard my team members. All I have to do is click Ask AI, and I'll tell the AI, create a task for company new hire onboarding of an agency that does SMMA for beauty e-commerce brands. So again, I give it some more context. The more context you give it, the better the output will be. Remember that, that's key for AI. And it's just created our task. And all I have to do is get to the bottom, and if I'm happy with it, just click create. And this will create a ClickUp task. All I have to do is take that title now and put it as the task title, and I can remove the top part if I want to, and click create task. It's just generated the task. And now what's even more interesting is that I can generate subtasks from that task. So I'll close that side panel and get to the subtasks part right here and click suggest subtasks, and ClickUp will know the context of the task title, and all the content that's in the description, and it will actually generate all the subtasks that I need. And we have our subtasks. There we go. The subtasks have been generated automatically by AI. And these two are the first most interesting features of AI Project Manager: task creation and subtask creation. Now, say you were to collaborate and work on that task together. I'm going to mention someone and say, can you make sure the process is good? I click send. I can also mention someone else. And then as everything happens on that task, as that activity panel fills out with people changing statuses, people adding due dates, for example, or assignees, priorities, you can know everything that happened on that task over time. And that's the AI update feature. So I want to know a progress update for what happened today on that task, and I'll click generate, and ClickUp will just summarize everything that happened on that task, and I can actually create a new comment based on it. So we see that the status has changed, that the Yan was assigned to complete the tasks, that the priority was set to normal. I can insert this and create a new comment. I could also get an AI summary if I wanted to. I'll click AI summary, and then it's going to summarize these changes, but more as written content. And it's also going to summarize the comments. So it will pick all the information of that task and turn it into written content. And I can also insert it if I wanted to in the description. So we know that it's due July 26th. The goal is to help a new team member get started at agencies. There are 7 specific steps. They must complete HR, etc. I have asked Diane to ensure the process runs smoothly and also notified Lucas about the task. So it's pulled all the information in the name, in the description, and in the comments to give me a proper summary. And that's how ClickUp starts to become interesting, because AI Writer is not really different from ChatGPT, but this is much different. This pulls all the knowledge, all the concepts in that task and turns them into a proper interesting summary. So if you have a very complex task with a lot of subtasks, a lot of things having happened, as a manager, getting an AI summary can save you a lot of time. Now, this is cool, and you can do a lot already by creating a task, subtasks, summaries on your activity, but you can also get general stand-ups on everything that happened on a certain topic. If I go into my sales and my deals, I can go into Ask AI and get a project update over the whole project, the whole list if I wanted to. I'll click AI project update, and I'm gonna get a project update over the last 30 days, let's say, and click generate. It'll pull the activity of all the tasks into this list over the last 30 days and tell me everything that changed. It told me, okay, here are the top tasks, here are the tasks that are not started, here are the tasks completed, here are the task status. So over the last 30 days, we opened 3 tasks and we have 1 ongoing. We've assigned 3 tasks to Ramzi, and we have 5 tasks that don't have a priority. And we have some trending tasks. This is the task that has changed the most. This is the tasks that are stuck. These ones, for example, they were due on June 2nd and nothing happened. So you can actually click on them and open them up and leave a comment, for example, to someone that has to execute the task. This summary will basically give you an overview of whatever happened whenever you were away. This is very interesting when it comes to project management, because as a manager, you might miss on some stuff. You might be going for holidays, and getting a summary of whatever happens over a certain period of time can be pretty powerful. So you can also generate a general summary by clicking the list summary. And this will just give you like a written summary, same as for the task, but a higher level. And you can get some more stuff. You can get project reports, so you can see all the tasks that are not started, for example, and ask AI to generate the list of tasks that are not started. And you could also get the tasks that are stuck, so the tasks that are due and haven't moved for a while. It gives you that list. That feature is quite interesting. I feel like when you're in a long roadmap and a long list, you can just get a quick view at whatever is stuck. And you can also find duplicate tasks. Sometimes you duplicate things by mistake and it tells you, okay, these ones, they were actually might be duplicate. They're actually not, but it's gonna give you some options and you can choose to delete them or not. If you want to discover everything you can do in the AI project manager, just click the AI panel right here and you will have all the features available. One last feature I'm going to show you when it comes to project management is the stand-up feature. Say we're in this project with a client, we have a bunch of tasks to do, they're all assigned to different people, and we have like different tasks, different deadlines and everything. And this time I'll ask AI to write a stand-up, and it's going to be a stand-up meeting over the last week with these 3 people. It's going to be a bulleted list. Click generate. Perfect. So the AI will know exactly whatever has changed over the last 7 days. And then you can just go through each of those tasks and ask these people, all right, so what happened over the ClickUp training? What happened over the 7 design trends? What happened over the client feedback and revision? Okay, great. You closed the ClickUp training, you closed the maintenance. You can go through all the tasks that you have closed one by one with each of your team members. And ClickUp will generate for you this type of document. Now we can go a level above, and wherever we are, we can turn on AI. And if we were to remove the context right here, you can use this stand-up feature and have a stand-up of everything that happened over the last 24 hours. If you want to know, for example, everything that these people did over the last 24 hours, you will just select the people, click since last 24 hours and get a bulleted list format. And ClickUp will pull out all the changes that happened, and it will tell you, okay, so this person updated the status to design perfect pixel wireframes, validate the final model, they closed this task, they created this task, they added the due date, they signed it to Diane. You will get a full summary of everything that happened per person over the last 24 hours. I love this stand-up feature, and it's actually one of the few ClickUp AI features that I found myself using consistently, because I want to know exactly what my team has been working on over the last 7 days so that I can remember it during our weekly meetings. So I really recommend the Write Stand-up feature. Now let's move on to AI Knowledge Manager. The difference between the project manager and the knowledge manager is that the knowledge manager is more open. You can think of it as a neural circuit that's just going to pull information from all your tasks and documents. And that's where it becomes interesting, because if you have a knowledge base, if you have information about your company stored in ClickUp, you can access all the interesting info just with a prompt in ClickUp. So you can Q&A to your workspace, Q&A to documents, and Q&A to tasks. So let's see some examples. If we get to ClickUp, I'm just going to ask AI again. I'll pick the documents and I'll ask, what job offers do we have to post? And click enter. and it's going to pull all the data that are in the ClickUp documents, and it's going to reply that, okay, we need to post the job offer for the social media manager for TikTok that I created previously in a ClickUp document. So it's going to know that I've created a document for job offer, and it's going to pull out that information. We also have to do the Spanish one. Okay, looking great. And it's basically pull the data from those documents. Now in this workspace, I also have SOPs. So I'll ask, how do you recommend to set ClickUp notifications? And I'll click right there, and it's going to pull the data again from these documents. And it's recommended to set up notifications by going into settings, disable auto watcher, enable smart notifications, configure notifications channels, etc. This comes from data that is stored in a ClickUp document, because I've created a document that tells my team how to set up these notifications, and ClickUp has just answered my question based on my document data. That's probably one of the most powerful ClickUp AI features. AI knowledge management is the future, in my opinion. I think all of that data, all of that knowledge, all of that experience, processes, information that is stored in your workspace, which is basically like the brain of your company, is going to be easily accessible with these features, and you're going to be able to pick and choose the actual information you need for your project or for knowledge, and your team can ask about a process that's stored somewhere in a document and they'll get the answers. That's exactly why I think ClickUp AI can be powerful. So if you get ClickUp AI, you have to train your team on how to use it, how to use that ClickUp Brain feature, and request the actual information that's stored in a process, for example. Now you can do the exact same things for tasks. So I just said, remind me of our company onboarding process, and it's gonna pull up the information that's in the tasks related to onboarding. Here's the process. We have the whole process. So my new HR team will know exactly what they have to do. We have to complete HR documentation, access company systems, meet our team, etc. And this is just stored in a task. Again, that's very, very powerful, because you don't have to remember where it's stored. ClickUp knows it for you, and it's going to pull the information for you. If you forgot something and you need to add it to an actual task or copy and paste it somewhere, you can just ask ClickUp Brain. Now I'm going to show you something that's going to blow your mind even further, and that's AI connected software. ClickUp has recently released that feature, and basically lets you connect your ClickUp AI or ClickUp Brain to other software, to Dropbox, Box, Google Drive, Confluence, Figma, and GitHub for now. But I'm pretty sure it's going to add some more software later. So what that means is that what I've just shown you, all of those questions you can actually ask them. It's going to pull the information from Google Drive or from Dropbox or from your Figma projects. And all you have to do is connect your software and give it some more context. Let's get back to ClickUp. I'll go to my settings and to the App Center and make sure that my software are connected. So Google Drive is connected. It's actually still syncing. There's a lot of documents in there, and Figma, I'll just reconnect it. Perfect. I've connected my Figma. It's setting it up as well. And all I have to do is get back to my workspace. The same way I can ask anything to a task or a document in ClickUp, I can actually ask it to a file that's stored in Google Drive. If I say, for example, give me access to the client journey example slides in Google Drive, turns out I actually have some slides related to that, and it's just going to find them for me. It's going to say, okay, you can access the client journey example slides using the following link. That's great. And if I just click that link, I have access to the file in question, and then I can ask questions to that file if I wanted to in ClickUp. So I can say, summarize this file for me. Click send, and then ClickUp is going to look into the content of that file. It's going to give me a rough summary of how it is. So, okay, introduction, overview, awareness, consideration, decision, onboarding, etc. So it pulled the content from that file into ClickUp. And that's what I love about the connected apps, because you might have a lot of content and client-related documentation into your Google Drive or into your Dropbox, and you want to access it quickly. You want some more context. Maybe your client sent you some info and you want to interrogate it. You can do that straight from ClickUp with ClickUp Brain. Now that wraps up this video, and I've shown you most of the features of ClickUp AI. Obviously, ClickUp might add some more features. AI is moving very fast, and software companies like ClickUp are seeing it as a very hot topic. But ClickUp will offer you basically three main capabilities. The Writer for Work, which lets you write content with ClickUp right within the software. The Project Manager, which lets you basically act as a project manager on your behalf. And I'm very excited about what's coming on that one. because I'm seeing auto-generated roadmaps, auto-generated subtasks with content, with descriptions, automated assignees based on capacity, automated time management. You can probably calculate time estimates based on the past tasks that are similar or based on the task name and description. There's probably a lot of stuff coming up on that one. And AI Knowledge Manager. So AI Project Manager and AI Knowledge Manager are the two features I'm the most excited about. I'm pretty sure the quality of the answers will improve over time because ClickUp Brain is going to improve, and also because OpenAI and the GPT APIs are going to improve over the next months. So again, this is just a glimpse of what ClickUp AI is in the middle of 2024. And if you're interested in going further into ClickUp and ClickUp AI, there's a dedicated chapter in my course, ClickUp Master. You can access the link in the description. It's a full-on course to get to the next level in ClickUp, and it's regularly updated with ClickUp features. Thank you for watching. I hope you leverage AI, and I hope you stay productive.